who is a revert, she said that her dad, she found out that he's having an outside marriage affair. And not only that, but rather with a man as well. She's talking about homosexuality. She's shocked. Her parents are non-Muslims, and she doesn't know what to do. Shall she inform her mom about it? After investigating, of course, from a psychological point of view, and discussing this with people who are experts in this regard, we came to the conclusion, I'm going to present the religious point of view first, which is, number one, in Islam, in order to establish the punishment or the accusation, one has to confirm that by seeing that physically along with 3 male other witnesses. So the shahada would require 4 male witnesses. Circumstantial evidences are not enough. And that's why if somebody accuses or claims that somebody committed adultery or have an affair with a man or a woman and does not present 4 male witnesses that this relationship was established in a complete intercourse format, then the person who bears witness to that without establishing the previous statement will be punished for false accusing others or innocent people. That to show how careful is Islamic law with regards to the ard, or the person's honor. So if it is found out on a message or an email or circumstantial evidences, that does not establish the crime or does not require a punishment for the crime. Unless if the person confesses or we have 4 male witnesses who testify that we have seen the physical intercourse. So accordingly, we cannot declare this kind of relationship nor talk about it. But if what if somebody knows for sure, because he or she have seen that this person is involved and does not have the required shahada or witnesses, then what you do is, whether this person is related to you or not, is to present the nasiha, the advice to that person. And if you think that this person might respond to the nasiha and the reminder, especially said that he's not Muslim. So many people believe, unfortunately, as they teach kids even in middle school and even in elementary schools, this is absolutely okay and it may be your human right to practice whatever, having an intimate relationship with the same gender in most European countries and in the States is very normal. Nowadays it has been legalized even in the military, in the army and in the navy in America. In Islam, this is worse than adultery. That's called luwat. But as I said, we cannot establish this sin or crime that it has happened by simply having circumstantial evidences or assuming or finding out some indications. So the person will be advised, if he complies, that's fine. You can also try to warn him that you're going to inform about him or her in an attempt that they may quit. But I would not advise that you share such news with your mother. Rather, pray for them both. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide them to Islam, and keep talking about the beauty of Islam in this area particularly, how Islam is so pure that it prevents outside marriage relationship in order to maintain the integrity and the chastity of the entire family. One thing which I used to feel really shocked when I see how the law legitimizes adultery by watching on billboards everywhere on the highway you travel through North America. You see the sign, which to me is an awful indication that the society is drowned in the haram, which says DNA, who is the father? These are labs advertising, so that if a woman has been with several men, as it happened normally there, and she conceived and she doesn't know whose baby is it. Can you imagine that people would have to resort to DNA test in order to find out between 3, 4, or 5, or 10 men, Allah knows who is the father of such child? A society which is based on filth, adultery, and fornication, and homosexuality has no future. That's a fact. The widespread of STDs, sexual transmitted diseases, is just one of the means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punishes people in this life. It can even get worse, and awaiting punishment in the hereafter is much greater and last forever. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. And that's why Islam is the only solution and resolution for the world's problems. Because Islam is about purity. Islam is about chastity and modesty. If you can deliver this message to your parents, and if you can give him a hint, that's fine. But as far as trying to inform your mother about this fact, we totally disagree, even from a psychological point of view. Thank you, sister. I promised to answer you last time, and I tried my best.